Miranda Bailey, BYU Women's Soccer.
Hello.
Nationally renowned BYU Women's Soccer team. Welcome to the show. What's a good completion percentage in passing for a soccer team?
Good completion. I would say if you're in the 70%, that's good.
Okay. So if Taysom Hill's at 70%,
70 would be excellent.
Yeah.
You guys connect. Taysom's not throwing backwards though, like in soccer. Do you guys keep track of those kind of numbers?
We actually do. We have by position as a team, so they're really important to us.
Where were you last year?
I was in the 70%.
Of course.
Nice.
Of course.
Give her a high five,
Awesome.
Jerem, right now. High five for
Thanks.
that. Miranda
Apparently
Bailey
I'm ordered to give high
of
fives.
BYU Women's Soccer joining BYU Sports Nation. Where did you watch the United States-Ghana World Cup game yesterday?
I watched it actually in a couple places. I had class yesterday, so part of the game was half on my screen and half in class.
How much do you remember from class?
Yeah, not too. But then after.
What class were you in? Do you even remember that?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Luckily, it was a computer class, so then when the class ended, we all put it up on the TV and we all
Awesome.
watched it together, so it was fun.
Your reaction when Clint Dempsey scores 34 seconds into the game?
That was crazy. That was a way to start off the World Cup.
Yeah, hello. That's I believe Ian Dark, the commentator, called it the smash and grab effort, where they score super early and then they're just like trying to get away.
Yeah, that was awesome. Have you been in a game where you scored in the first minute like that?
I don't know in the first minute, but it definitely changes the way the game is played because you don't expect to. You always plan for it and you want that, but you don't usually like in the first minute. So then it kind of changes the game plan.
I think a lot of people underestimate the physicality of soccer. And if you doubt me, then you should look what happened to Clint Dempsey yesterday when he got kneed in the nose, and that's a broken nose. Or how about BYU New Mexico Women's Soccer from 3 years ago? YouTube it if you haven't seen it. It's unbelievable.
So you were young in high school, maybe middle school when that happened, right?
Yeah, I think I was junior high or
6 or 7 or
yeah.
something? Yeah.
My words can't do it justice. I mean, girl pulling on hair and like just yanking people down by their ponies, by their
Cassidy
braids.
Shumway was the BYU player.
Yeah,
And Carly Homer.
It's definitely physical because the way the positions are, you're against the same person for almost the whole game. So you build this like little bit of like competitive nature against them, and so you're always marking like the same person.
What's the craziest thing you've seen on a soccer pitch?
Crazy.
Way to call it the pitch.
Thank you. I'm trying to be.
The United States are.
We have an elite soccer player in our presence.
She didn't wear her kit or boots.
The BYU New Mexico game, that was pretty. I had never seen anything like that before.
Most of us hadn't.
No.
And haven't since. Yeah, it was crazy. When you look at the United States, and we'll break down the 2014 BYU Women's Soccer home schedule, which I think is fantastic in a moment. But the United States plays Portugal on Friday. If they win, they're going to be through to the next round. Portugal has 2 players out with injury, and then Pepe got a red card. He's out. The U.S. has a legit chance to win on Friday.
Break it down, Miranda. You're our soccer analyst today.
I think they're in a great position. I mean, coming and winning the first game is huge. Couldn't set yourself up better. Portugal, they're gonna have some revenge because they got beat so bad against Germany. But I think if we play hard and just can get another early goal, that we can do it.
The BYU women's soccer team, do you have like a round table and discuss what happened? Was there like a meeting last night where you're like, okay, let's break down the game?
It was a watch party or something.
Yeah,
right?
well, we actually get together and we watch it together, and the men's team, so we're analyzing the game the whole time.
You just released a few weeks ago your BYU women's soccer schedule for the upcoming season. The home schedule is loaded.
Can we go over some of
Yes,
these games?
let's do that, please.
Okay, listen to this. Washington State, Baylor, LSU. These are just the home games. Long Beach State, Oregon, Colorado College, Portland, Gonzaga, Santa Clara, San Francisco. You could have 4 or 5 ranked teams in Provo.
You ready for it?
Oh, so ready. When we saw the schedule, we were so excited. Hosting Portland and Santa Clara, like those 2 games, I just get giddy thinking about it right now.
That's in conference play. You get the 2 best teams traditionally at home.
Oh yeah, I know. And we shared conference with them last year, so we want to just take it ourselves this year and three-peat it. So we're so excited.
And the non-conference schedule you're a little different than football in that you guys aren't a Power 5 conference, but when you play on the road, that's a really big game for people.
Mm-hmm.
So when you go to Tennessee, Cal State Fullerton, Denver, those are games that you need to represent and win as well.
No, they do. Every game counts for us, so it's so important that we not only win the big games at home, but we win the big games on the road.
You lose some big personalities on your team, notably Chloe Coulihan is an All-American and a leader and vocal and an emotional player. Who's the big personality this year for BYU Women's Soccer?
I think we have so many that are going to step up. We're a little younger team, but we have been working so hard this summer, and we really have come together. And I think that there are so many girls that are just going to step up to the plate and do what they need to do.
And looking to this upcoming season for you, fantastic freshman season, now sophomore. What kind of jump do you expect for yourself in your second year?
Yeah, I'm excited. First year under the belt, it's so different playing in high school than playing in college, so just getting that first year experience. And so I'm ready for my second year and to do even better.
So let's say that there's some crazy thing that happens and each year the soccer team has to sit out one game in place of other athletes across campus to come in and play. Like if you had to pick a soccer team from other teams, what athletes would best fit the mold of soccer players that are not soccer players right now?
Ooh, that's a tough one. Who would fit the mold?
Hockey players?
Maybe hockey.
They don't have skates, so they're going to have to run.
Yes.
But this started from a conversation. NFL.com did a list
I
of.
saw
Did you see that?
that.
So NFL player, if the U.S. fielded a soccer team from NFL players.
I definitely saw that.
So then yesterday we came up with the BYU football players for a BYU soccer team, which I think we're going to release.
Would it be the football
later
players
this
that
week.
would be the natural transition, or would it be track and field? What would it be?
Well, I think you'd want a mix of certain sports.
I think a mix.
So like Taysom Hill, if he were on the soccer field pitch, where would you put him?
I would put him more in that midfield, kind of facilitating, running the show, just finding passes, and so that's where I would put him.
He could complete 70% of his passes in that situation. Yes, I think he could.
It's an interesting topic.
I would want to put him at forward. Use that speed.
I know, but then I feel like you could put him a couple places.
Yeah. But some of those
Bronson Kafusi, Hillary Smith Kafusi's
Put him in
husband
goal.
is the goalie.
Goal.
Natural.
He's the
Dynamic
keeper.
duo right there.
Huge, quick.
Yes, Miranda, you were in our senior coordinating producer Michael Miner's broadcasting class. Now you're here on the set of BYU Sports Nation. Is TV in your future?
Maybe. I would love to do sports broadcasting. I've always had a passion for sports, so.
Okay, well
We'll
there you have it.
see.
It's been declared.
And how was the class?
It's great. I highly recommend it.
Do you have
That's a
to
good
say
answer.
that because Michael's in the room?
No.
Okay. Honestly, I love it. I love it.
Okay, we have a tradition for all of our athletes and guests that come on set to sign our BYU Sports
When
Nation
signing
Rise
our
Up flag.
flag?
So
I'd love
please
to.
give us your autograph.
You did well. I think you could do broadcast.
And I'm surprised Jerem hasn't asked this, but do you have any final tips for me as, I'm getting ready to call BYU soccer games this upcoming fall. What do I need to do to be better, Miranda?
What do you want him to say?
All great stuff.
Like the status quo, boring. Like, let's get him to say something
No, I
awesome
thought he did great last year. I was impressed.
Give her another high five.
the no look.
Miranda, great to have you. Good luck
Thanks
in
for
the upcoming
having
season.
me.